Hello, everybody. Ella J here on behalf of WrestleZone, and today I am joined by your favorite mean girl, Little Mean Kathleen. How are you today?
Hello, I'm here. I'm back. Happy
I
to be
know.
back.
I know it's been a hot minute. I was just saying it's been like almost, I think it's been 2.5, 3 years. It's been a hot minute. You've grown a lot. You are still little and mean though. So
Yeah.
yes, but you're continuing to grow. We were talking last time. A lot of your work has obviously been done in the Northeast, with one of your common places being Beyond and Wrestling
Oh
Open. And
yeah.
I feel like Beyond is really unique because there's a level of creativity and freedom to experiment that I feel like you don't see a lot of places. And you can definitely see you taking advantage of that freedom and experimentation in your work. So I'm curious, looking back in your work and Beyond and Wrestling Open, is there a certain move, promo, or element of work that you experimented with that you felt you pulled off successfully?
Oh my God, probably the wedding. That was like the big thing that we pushed for and we got it. And it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, we will talk about that in a second, though. But I feel like at the same time, obviously, you get the good, but you also get the bad. I feel like that's the kind of the other side of the coin when you come to experimenting. So conversely, do you recall something that maybe didn't work so well?
Um, oh my gosh. I don't really, baby. I don't know actually. I can't really think of anything that was like abysmal. Like, I mean, there are definitely times where it's like, ooh, we got a little too creative there. But I can't really think of anything right now that's terrible.
That might be a good thing, actually, because that means that
Maybe.
everything you do is successful, little
Yeah,
mean. That
everything I
I
do is
feel like
so good.
I feel
Amazing.
like But obviously, you mentioned one of the most memorable instances being your wedding at 2023 American Rana, where you were initially going to marry Love Doug, but then a lot of twists and turns later, you ended up marrying Sidney Bakabella, and you sealed it with a kiss.
Yes.
So take me back to that night, the excitement, the drama, everything going on that night.
I mean, it was super exciting. It was the big shebang. A lot of people involved, a lot of moving parts, a lot of silly haha fun time, and a big old awkward kiss at the end. Have you seen the picture? It's very awkward.
Yes, I have. Uh, Beyond posted on your 1 year anniversary. They posted a photo of it.
It's we're like so far apart yet. Like I don't know how we did that. Like very awkward.
hmm hmm You mentioned though that that was kind of an idea that you'd probably had for a while, and obviously there's a lot of moving pieces. So whose, if you recall, whose idea was that? Tell me about the process of putting that all together and coordinating it.
Oh my God, it was Doug and I. Because we had wrestled. I don't know if we had a tag team match first or we had a singles match first, but he proposed in the match, and I don't know, we were kind of like, oh, we could like run with this. We could have a whole wedding. Oh my God, we
Yeah.
could do it at Americanrana. We could do it at here. We could do it there. And we kind of just kept pushing for it, pushing for it. We had a couple more matches, and then it was kind of like, all right, you guys can have the wedding.
Okay. And you guys did end up going that. You had a little plot twist, obviously, though.
Mhm.
I have to ask, how has your totally legal marriage with Sydney been? Has he been a good husband?
We're divorced now.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so I
I
guess
did not
no.
know this. Damn. What
100%.
happened?
Well, I just wanted half. Just wanted half, and I wanted to go my own way.
Okay, that's fair. It seemed like you had a pretty good marriage, though, at least for your first year. I was just gonna say this summer would have marked 2 years. You got your whole life ahead of you. So maybe, love Valentine's Day is coming up next month. Do you have any Valentine's Day plans? I know it's still
Oh,
early, but
well, I have to find someone to be my Valentine, I guess. It's very hard to find someone to be my Valentine.
what do you have certain like qualifications that they need to have to be Little Mean Kathleen's Valentine?
Yes, you have to be
Okay.
tall. You have to have like a nice smile. You also have to be really annoying. You have to be like obsessed with wrestling. Um, You have to have like a really good sense of style. That's like because of me mostly. And yeah, like those are pretty much the qualifications. Oh, and you have to drink a half gallon of milk like very often.
What
That's all.
kind of milk?
Just like 2%, just white milk.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty horrifying. But
How
that's,
how
yeah.
often do you drink a half gallon?
Oh, not me. This has to be him.
Oh, okay, okay. You got to have them strong bones. I get it. You want to
Yeah,
get that calcium. You know what? That's a
exactly.
good that's an underrated qualification. I
It
feel like a
is.
lot of people don't drink milk anymore, and myself
It's
not as
true.
much, myself included, but like it makes your bones strong. So you know
It
what?
does. It
We're
does.
all here, pro milk here
Pro milk.
with little Mean Kathleen. That's hilarious. Now obviously though on the topic of wrestling weddings, there's been crazy ones, there's been controversial ones. What would you say is your favorite wrestling wedding and why?
Uh,
Other
oh
than your
my
own, of course.
gosh. Who is it? Is it Hillbilly Jim's? That's like an yes, that's the one. That one rules. There's like chickens, like everyone's overalls. It's just absolutely hectic and heinous, and that's what I wanted for mine. I wanted a
I'm
nice little.
curious. You're a Northeast girl, obviously.
Mhm.
Have you worn? I feel like you could be country at heart, though. I feel like you got some country twang in you.
I could try, I could
Okay.
really, if I were put in the correct environment, I
Hmm.
think like I could ride like a mechanical bull or something, but probably not much further than that.
Have you ridden a mechanical bull before? I have not.
Oh, once, like a long time ago.
Oh, how did that go?
Um, Probably not good. I think I was a child.
You know what? That's fair. I don't think that I would last long though, honestly.
Yeah.
Like maybe 15, 20 seconds tops,
Ooh,
I
that's
feel
pretty
like.
good, I feel
I
like.
don't know. I feel like that's not like some people can last like a minute. I'm like, how do y'all do that? Just, you
Yeah,
know?
no thanks.
I have to ask you too. Tis the season of love, you know. You mentioned Hillbilly Jim and his wedding. You know, there's
Yeah.
also a lot of wrestling couples today in kayfabe
Yeah.
and in real life.
Yeah,
Who are
right?
some
They're
of your
crazy.
who are some of your favorite wrestling couples throughout time?
Oh, um, oh my gosh. Who would be really good? I I don't know if I vibe with many of them. I mean, I like weird pairings. Like whenever Sensational Sherry was managing someone, like I liked, ooh, that's like fucking too
So
crazy.
there's
Good
a
pair.
weird pairing with Steph DeLander and PCO. I feel like kind of feel
Really?
like yeah, they were married in TNA. They got married late last year, totally
Did
legal.
they?
Yeah, they did. Totally legal.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. Wait, I like that. That sounds great. I'm gonna pick that. That sounds awesome.
It is a very, I feel like kind of weird but entertaining pairing that's kind of your
Yeah.
vibe at the same time. Um, I feel like since you're also like not afraid of doing stuff like chaotic, like Chelsea and Matt would be great too because they've done some crazy things
Yeah.
together.
Yes.
They're an actual couple, and obviously neither of them are afraid to take ladder spots or, you know, draw blood. Like they're
Hmm.
also just chaotic. So I
Yeah.
feel like they're also kind of up your alley, but that's
Yeah.
just me.
I feel like them. Oh my gosh. I can't think of them. But then I hear them and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I personally, once Steph DeLander, I don't think she's cleared yet, but I think you and somebody versus PCO and Steph would be
Wait, that was
hilarious.
like,
You
that would
need
be
to find
fierce.
another husband though
I know I need
first.
another man, I guess. Ugh.
I do want to shift gears because I'm very curious how this came to be. Tell me the story behind GlizzyMania.
I just like I'm a huge hot dog enthusiast,
Okay.
it started, I think WrestleMania weekend. Like I had a hot dog and I was like, holy shit, it's Glizzy Mania. And I just kept taking pictures of my dogs, my hot dogs. And I had a Glizzy's rule match. I had a Glizzy's rules match
Yeah,
this
what
summer.
is so what tell us about the rules of a Glizzy rules match. Like what
Um,
is the
it's, ba-
stipulation of that?
it's basically anything goes, but like there's hot dogs nearby.
Oh.
So, you gotta keep that in the back of your head the whole time because that's a very important part of the match.
Did
And
you
then I
have
had,
condiments available to use as well?
well, when you're on the go, you really gotta skip the condiments. It kind of stinks.
That's fair.
And then I had a glizzy beatdown tag team match. That was also anything goes, and there were hot dogs in the room as well. That place I get condiments because I can yell to them.
Hmm.
Condiments. My post-match hot dog.
So what does your post-match hot dog look like? Condiments, toppings, and all.
Mustard ketchup.
Okay.
Sometimes onion if they're available, but mustard ketchup always. Always.
Now I have to ask, since we're on the topic of glizzies, have you, whether unofficially or officially, competed in a glizzy eating contest before?
I never have. I don't think I could. Like I can only eat two, like in one sitting.
So basically you would not win a hot dog
No,
eating
I
contest is
would
what you're
lose
saying.
so bad. But I'd eat two hot dogs, I guess. That'd be pretty cool.
Okay, okay. I feel like we need to get your training started, Little
I
Mean.
know I need to build my stamina.
GlizzyMania could be its own event with
It
pro
should.
wrestlers. You need to
It
start your
should be.
training.
It should be.
Although we don't want you to get hurt or anything, so maybe
Yeah,
take
it'd be
it
pretty
slowly.
easy.
Build up that glizzy stamina.
I got to. I will. I will. I promise.
Now, obviously, we are in a very new year. It is January 2025. I can't believe it's
Mhm.
2025. You're coming off a hot year, I feel like, especially for you. So looking back at the last year, maybe Glizzy Mania tag team matches, Glizzy Rules is one of them. But what would
Mhm.
you say are some of your proudest performances from an in-ring perspective?
Oh my. Did I wrestle Colt Cabana this year at Drad Pro? I think I did. That was a ton of fun. I think my Rad Pro matches I'm particularly fond of this past year. I think those are the big ones. And then this year, I had a couple matches with Gabby Forza that I really
Yeah,
liked. I've had a handful of matches with Livia that I really enjoyed. And oh, I got to be, was I on Rampage this year? I
I think
think
you
I
were.
was. I was on Rampage this year, so that kind of fucking rules. I had a tag team match with Ring of Honor.
You
I
did.
had a lot of fun. I did a bunch of stuff this year.
Yes, yes, you did. Yes, you had a rampage match
There it
against
is.
Mariah May and Tony
Yes.
Storm. Like,
Yes.
girl,
That's
that's a
fierce.
big thing. Both
It was fierce.
current and former AEW Women's Champion.
Mm-hmm. It
It
was
was not
fierce.
obviously your first time on there, but what a big thing. Um, it
It was my first time.
actually that was like your first AEW match in about a year and a half. So
Yeah.
that was, and against those two, I have to imagine was an
Mm-hmm.
awesome opportunity for you.
It was very fun. I enjoyed it very much. It was my first time on TV, so
Yeah.
it's
So
good.
I'm curious. Obviously, you're used to the cameras of like IWTV and title match and all of that. How was that experience for you trying to adjust to a new element like TV?
It's kind of completely different because
Mhm.
I don't know. I can be on IWTV and but if there's like 200 people in the building, like I'm not playing the cameras.
That's fair.
Like the 200 people here, like paid for tickets.
Yeah.
IWTV maybe only has like you don't know how many people are watching. If anyone's watching, it depends on like what the show is half the
Hmm.
time. There's a lot of like smaller promotions too. So it's kind of completely different because you have a lot of camera cues at TV. And then IWTV, it's you kind of got to make a decision.
Yeah, I feel like you're with indie matches, you have more freedom to, play to the crowd,
Hmm.
instead of like playing to the camera, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, but hopefully we get you on TV again because I feel like you're entertaining AF and any company should be honored to have you in there because you were one of the most energetic, entertaining personalities out there. So we're starting a petition. Little mean
Petition.
LMK for TV. Exactly. Now,
gosh.
I wanted to talk about obviously another big thing for you last year. I feel like it is really a true testament of the work that you've put in. I feel like 2024 was a really successful year for you, and that was evidenced by you ranking again the second year in a row on the PWI Women's 250. In 2024, you ranked at number 218. So I feel like that is a big indicator of your work. So do you recall your initial reaction to this and what does it mean to you to rank for the second year in a row?
I don't really know until I someone was like, "Hey, you're in it." I was like, "Oh,
Mhm.
cool, I guess." I don't know how they do the rankings. Do they do like actual like wins and losses? Is that how they do it?
So there's a lot of criteria. There's like quality of competitions, obviously quality of competition. So like if you're wrestling people on TV, like you wrestling on AEW
Oh,
would have given you a boost, like title wins, your influence on like, like if you like get over with the crowd and like, there's a lot of factors going into that. Also, how many matches you have, your work rate, and stuff like that. There's a lot of
oh,
stuff that goes into it.
oh my God. I thought it was just percentage of wins and losses,
No,
depending
no.
on how many matches.
No, no,
Oh, because then
no.
I was like, damn, I'm surprised I'm on this thing. I lose all the No, it's pretty surprised. It's pretty cool to like be in a
Mhm.
piece of physical like wrestling like
Yeah.
media. That's always pretty cool. And I'm happy to be on it again. Woo! Maybe next year I'll be on it again.
Yeah, 2025, the year of LMK.
Mhm.
Now I have to ask because you've always been one, you're not afraid to bring out a bold ring gear. We've seen you in your tie-dye, we've seen you in your Galaxy. I wanted to talk about it may be the most unique ring gear I've ever seen. Your green eyeball gear. Um, that I don't know. I feel like it may be inspired by something animated. I might be completely wrong, but tell me how this gear came to be. What is the story behind this?
Oh my God, I love that gear. Teddy and I were looking for like, and you said a gear, and we were looking through this fabric website, and I saw the eyeballs, and I sent it to him. I was like, dude, we have to do this. And like we were both on board with it. We weren't really inspired by anything. We just saw it on the fabric website. Cause like I think everybody uses the same website because I have the fucking cheetah print, the blue and pink cheetah print.
Yes.
Do you know how many girls have that? I was like,
Yes.
fuck. I'm like, I had it first, I think. I don't know. Maybe second. But the eyeballs are like one of my faves.
Yeah, I don't
Mhm.
think I've seen like like the Illuminati eyeball, but that's
Mhm.
like that's obviously like more like triangular
Yeah.
and head outline. You got a lot going on and I feel like it is very you. I don't think I've seen any obviously Teddy aside.
Mhm.
I don't think I've seen anybody else do a gear like that at least in the years I've been watching. So, that'll definitely set you apart, girl.
Oh, hell yeah.
And you obviously mentioned Teddy Goodz. Coming up, actually, you will be vying for the very title that he relinquished. He won it and then he retired back in
Hmm.
September. Of course, I'm talking about the Live Pro Championship where you will be competing in a four-way elimination match against Love Doug. We mentioned him, Anthony Green, and BRG on February 2nd. Before we get into that match, tell me about your partnership with Teddy. Obviously, he's retired now, but tell me about your partnership and some favorite memories with him.
Oh my gosh. I had a blast tagging with Ted. I really didn't know how I was going to go at first, but it went very well. It was so fun. I've learned so much. I got to do like these crazy opportunities. I think we got to wrestle at PAX East. I've gotten to work big time a couple times as
Yeah.
well. I've gotten to like work with Matt Cardona in a match. Like I'm like, what the fuck? Those rules. And now he's retired. He'll be back. My
No, but
estimate is under 2 years.
okay,
It
because I
always
know I know
come
he
on.
was focusing on like fatherhood and
Yes.
stuff like that, but
Yeah.
nobody ever like you said, truly retires in pro
Exactly.
wrestling. Um, but I have to imagine with Teddy being a 24 going on 25-year vet in the business that he probably passed down a lot of knowledge and information to you. So what would you say are some things that you learned from Teddy, whether personally or professionally?
Definitely how to like lobby to get what I want from someone, like to
Hmm.
stay on people to kind
Yeah.
of get things going instead of
Yeah.
being like, okay, like definitely got some encouragement to do that. So very grateful for everything I've learned, like
Yeah.
it's a blast working with them. Even
Yeah. So
now, just
he'll be back and you'll be waiting, I presume.
hmm
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna have to keep a counter now. Over or under 2 years. You say under 2 years? Okay. Okay. Even if it's just a one-off or like referee, nobody's
exactly,
ever like truly retired. So
exactly.
for now, though, you will be vying, like we said, for the title that he vacated. Anthony Green was the one who he defeated for that
Yes.
title, and Anthony Green is in this match, obviously, along with Love, Doug, and BRG. So, what you've obviously are very familiar with all three of these opponents. What
hmm
is your mindset heading into this match, and what would it mean for you to regain the Live Pro Championship?
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a crazy match. I don't know what's all of them. I don't even know what to expect at this point with everybody in the ring for this particular match. I just gotta try to survive. I feel like there's a couple super kicks. We got some super kickers,
Yeah.
AG and BRG in particular. I believe AG and Love Dead both do a little lariat. Like I'm
Mhm.
gonna die. I can't do either of those things.
You
But you know,
can use your little stature to
yes,
duck underneath the super kicks and the
yes,
lariats. So you have that going for you.
very true. I can break their ankles
That too.
and win the belt. Third time. I gotta be a third
Mhm.
time champ.
Yeah. I now maybe I might be wrong. Do you know if you were the first female to hold okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. Yes. Women actually, you know, the live pro belt has like a long, very
Hmm.
long history,
Got
decades,
it.
centuries perhaps. So like some of the history is like lost to time.
That's true.
But yeah, I'm the second in the United States to win
Got
it.
it.
Yeah, Love
Well,
Doug's first champion of the United States to have the belt.
yes, I love that. Now final question. We are here now in 2025. The last time I talked to you, I know you were talking about maybe going over to Japan potentially sometime, but as you assess 2025, what are some of your personal and professional goals, or as they say, resolutions for the new year?
Oh my God, I don't even know. Maybe to
With the title back, obviously.
yeah, win the title back is, first order of business. I'd like to have another death match, that's for sure. Maybe two more.
Okay.
Okay, maybe just one for now. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. I'd like to wrestle maybe in like Vermont or something. I feel like it's hard to wrestle in Vermont, so maybe I'll try to wrestle in Vermont.
I'm gonna
Like,
be honest, I couldn't even tell you any. I mean, I'm sure there is,
I
but
know it's possible.
I don't know any wrestlers like from Vermont or promotions in
Wait,
Vermont.
no,
That's just me. I'm sure there are, but
yeah, but it's possible. Like, I know it's possible.
Mhm.
People have done it,
Yeah.
but
Okay. How many, I don't know if you keep track. How many states do you have wrestled in thus far, if you know?
oh God. California, Washington, Oregon, Jersey, Connecticut, New York, New Hampshire, Maine, yeah, Maine,
Well, of
Massachusetts.
course, Maine, yeah.
I think 10 or 11,
Okay.
maybe?
That's pretty good. I
11.
you've gotten out to the West Coast too, so
I a little bit.
now we just got to get you in the Midwest and the
I
South
know.
is
I need
what
to
it
the
seems like.
South. The South. I gotta get down there.
I feel like you would get over in Texas,
I
honestly.
hope the fucking guy. They better cheer for me if I go that far. I
I feel
travel
like
there.
I know they say everything is bigger in Texas. You may not have the stature, but you have the big energy and the big
Exactly.
attitude to
Mm-hmm.
be able to make up for that. I
For
think they
sure.
would embrace you.
They better.
Now, before we let you go, Kathleen, please let the listeners know where they can find you online and support you.
You can find me on Little Mean Kathleen on literally everything. If it's there, you can find me on it.
Very simple. Little Mean Kathleen, thank you so much for catching up with me. It's been a pleasure as always.
Thank you.